Alex's Rillaboom will be faster than Lorcy's Rillaboom, but we also know that Lorcy still has the Incineroar around, can still trade Fake Outs, can still trade some Intimidates, so it's not like you have to make that big play right now. You can afford to play it a little bit safer. You just have to hope that you don't catch your opponent with a nasty plot.
Oh, the Golden Go, the Shadow Ball, and the Grassy Glide, the double up into Golden Go. That is going to knock out Joshua's Water Terra-typed Golden Go. Went for an aggressive play, trying to deal even more damage, hoping that Alex would try to predict that Joshua would be a little bit more defensive. Instead, Golden Go goes down for Josh, but a high horsepower will deal significant damage to the Golden Go in return. And now, Alex does have a Pokemon advantage, but a lot of these Pokemon are extremely weak. And the final Pokemon in the back we see is the Sneasler for Joshua Lorcy. So setting up a world where that Sneasler can be the offensive threat that closes out this game instead of the Golden Go. Well, Sneasler will go for the Swords Dance there and boost up its attack. Golden Go will match by nasty plotting to boost its special attack, but the high horsepower coming out from Rillaboom, that's a KO all on its own. No Intimidate on that Rillaboom, super effective damage. The nasty plot, was it worth it? No, it just goes right down. Incineroar tries to get this Sneasler under control with the parting shot, meaning that it will be able to go back to Alex and can come back once again to Intimidate once more and remove those Swords Dance boosts. That was a huge piece that Alex lost in order to get the Sneasler under control. Josh goes for the Fake Out there to prevent it from doing anything, but the real goal was just to get that Sneasler in safely, and he has done that, although Incineroar still threatens Fake Out pressure. I don't think there's been a turn that Fake Out hasn't been threatened against Lorcy.
It really hasn't, and I'm so glad you mentioned that because I think these trainers are honestly avoiding it. You know, we saw Fake Out go into the Protect that turn. I think that was one of the first time we've really seen it in this match try to accomplish something meaningful. We saw it flinch a couple of turns ago as well, but really, if Alex doesn't go for it this turn and Lorcy relies on that read like he did, you can catch your opponent off guard with a one-hit knockout onto their Incineroar, force their final two Pokemon onto the field, and suddenly you're so much more comfortable in this endgame.
And this is what you need to do against these balanced teams. You have to find a way to break that core, but in exchange, the Earth Power from Ursaluna, because of those special defense drops, will pick up that one-hit KO as well. So now you have Rillaboom, you have Incineroar as the final Pokemon for Lorcy, and you have the Rillaboom and the Ursaluna for Alex. Well, this is the silliest play I think I've seen in a long time. Lorcy locking in double Fake Out from both the Incineroar and the Rillaboom. Just to confirm, I will make this Ursaluna flinch no matter what you do, Alex. And there it is. Flinches out, Fake Outs are gone for the rest of the game, and now it is a true 2v2.
I actually honestly love that play, though, because that's what you need. You need the Ursaluna to lose as many turns as possible. And if you don't want to make a read, and you don't have to make a read, you might as well just go with the guaranteed option, as long as you're comfortable assuming your opponent will go for Fake Out on their own Rillaboom. We are in essentially the same spot we were in the previous turn in terms of how threatening the Ursaluna is. With the removal of the grassy terrain, that means recovery is also gone for these Pokemon, so this damage is going to start to stick.
The high horsepowers are landing on the Incineroar, on the Ursaluna. The Earth Power is landing on the Incineroar, so Lorcy loses a Pokemon first. Incineroar goes down, and now it is just the Rillaboom for Lorcy up against the Ursaluna and the Rillaboom. Because the Ursaluna is faster than Lorcy's Incineroar, not able to get any damage off onto either Pokemon using the Incineroar, and that puts Rillaboom in a really nasty spot. Crucially, this Ursaluna continues to recover with its leftovers. It's going to be very close if a high horsepower will be enough. If Ursaluna can swing against this Rillaboom, that's it for Lorcy. We're going to game 2. If it does not, then Lorcy may be able to take this one home in the 1v1 with the Rillabooms. There's the high horsepower, connects onto Ursaluna, not enough damage! One hit point remaining on the Ursaluna, and the yawn just to lock it up.
That's a very smart call there from Alex, realizing that if you're worried about losing your Ursaluna, you can always protect the following turn. This Rillaboom is going to have to go to sleep.
The Rillaboom will have to go to sleep. The Ursaluna protects itself, knows that it will be safe for the rest of this game. The Woodhammer comes through from Alex, dealing a little bit of damage to the Rillaboom. We know that that is a faster Rillaboom than Lorcy's. Would have gotten the KO with its own Woodhammer, but that one hit point on the Blood Moon Ursaluna, Jan's going to come through, and a Blood Moon. Just clean this up and give Alex Arand a game advantage heading into our game 2 and 1 win away from becoming a regional champion.
And just to talk about how close this match was, it's only the fact that this is the guaranteed turn of sleep that locks in the win for Lorcy. Had this Rillaboom gone to sleep a turn earlier, we'd be talking about, well, it could wake up here, but it is unable to. The Blood Moon will take that KO, and Alex Arand, just like you said, 1 win closer to that coveted regional champion title. You do have to wonder, though, at which point does Alex find an opening? Because there is so much switching here. The big difference on the field is that Golden Go can do one attack to significantly change things, whereas Lorcy, like, yeah, Blizzard into Rillaboom, that'd be great. Does not have the same, I think, fear that a Make It Rain has on the field at this point in time. So
let's not forget that there's still a nasty plot on that Golden Go.
Exactly. So you do have to wonder, just when does the Make It Rain happen, and just how much will it do? Because that's not enough for the KO.
Not enough. Not with the Terastallization. The Make It Rain connects onto Ninetales. It goes down to its Focus Sash. And Incineroar takes a decent amount of damage as well. That means that now this Rillaboom will get a shot at it, and even the Life Orb recoil is not enough to knock out the Golden Go, and the high horsepower connecting on Incineroar will mean that Alex takes the first KO here. But a lot of damage dealt to that Golden Go may just have been worth it. Rillaboom, though, actually threatening a KO and a fake out, instead switches for Incineroar. Alex is not going for these big swings when they are being offered to him by Lorcy. Instead, Incineroar trying to pivot. Intimidate goes down onto the Rillaboom, and to protect from Golden Go, Ninetales gets to swing here, and it gets to survive another turn. The Terra Blast. It's attacking directly at the Incineroar. The ground opens up, and Incineroar takes massive damage. Not quite enough to pick up a one-hit KO, but a two-hit KO with the high horsepower. Lorcy is not ready to go home. He wants a third game, and he is playing like it.
What an incredible read there from Lorcy, recognizing, hey, you knocked my Incineroar out in 2 hits. I can do that too.
Anything you can do.
I can do better. Lorcy can do it better, at least.
Well, there's a lot that's going on here.
We need snow.
And we need grassy terrain. Grassy terrain also just ending. Golden Go goes for a double protect. Does not get it. It will fail. The Terra Blast from Ninetales. It will connect on the Golden Go. That Pokemon has finally gone down. It is just the Ursaluna and the Rillaboom in the back remaining for Alex to try and take out 3 remaining Pokemon from Lorcy. And crucially, there is no defensive Terra available for the Ursaluna, which means it has to take the full force of this super effective Woodhammer. Not quite enough to pick up the one-hit KO, but that is a lot of damage back. And finally, Ninetales goes down to an Earth Power.
Unfortunately for Lorcy, the lack of the grassy terrain there did weaken the power of that Woodhammer, which could have contributed to the fact that Ursaluna was able to hold on there. When the Incineroar went down, I was nervous because these trainers, if you watch back how they've been playing this set, there's been so much switching.
They love their Incineroar.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but this is honestly the return of the revolving door of Pokemon, and I just had to call it out. And at the end of the day, if you lose your pivots, if you lose the switch, that just changes how you play. But Lorcy made a great adjustment. Alex is trying to play to his outs, the double protect, the grassy glide, but unfortunately, this Golden Go, I think, able to clear up the set.
Yeah, the Make It Rain connects onto both. Ursaluna actually hangs on there a little bit. That could have gotten a little bit spooky if Alex had not gone for the double protect there, but instead, Joshua Lorcy is going to be able to clean this one up. Force game 3, and Lorcy is looking really good. This was another really close matchup, and I am so excited for this third game.
If we do get to a situation where this Golden Go just kind of hangs out on the field, which we've seen the water terrestrialization Golden Go do on Alex's side of the field with grassy terrain up, you could get some recovery there. That being said, that is still a Pokemon that is threatened by those big attacks from the Ursaluna, and anticipating a switch. switch. Oh no!
Went for the hard read and unfortunately does not get it. That is a Shadow Ball into the Ursaluna. No switch, no terastallization, just an immunity to the ghost typing. And now Alex gets to parting shot into Josh's Incineroar and reposition. With that Water Terra type, Rillaboom is a safe and easy switch in here to threaten both Fake Out and huge damage onto that Golden Go. That was a big swing and unfortunately a big whiff onto the Ursaluna. And this Blood Moon, it's going to punish the Golden Go with a KO.
That was such a tough turn, but Alex made the most of it. Being able to keep that Pokemon confidently on the field in front of a +2 Golden Go, and not only that, return a knockout into it with a Blood Moon, that just puts him one step ahead.
One thing that I have been noticing about how Alex has been playing is that he is regularly pivoting the Incineroar and the Rillaboom instead of going on the offense. But now, here we are in Game 3, the decider of the entire tournament, and there are no switches, no repivots. Instead, the defensive terastallization from the Ursaluna. Fake Out will connect onto the Rillaboom, not onto the Sneasler, which will be able to fire off a close combat into Ursaluna. As before, deals about 50% damage, which Ursaluna will be able to heal back up with the leftovers and the grassy terrain recovery. This Earth Power is a one-hit KO, and now Incineroar and Rillaboom are all that Lorcy has to make something happen, and Alex Arand is so close to his first regional championship.
You know, I think something interesting here is that a lot of times when players are down to their final 2 Pokemon, they do immediately switch in that Intimidate Pokemon because you do want those attack drops. And yeah, I'm really curious why he hasn't revealed it yet. It would be a very good Pokemon to have in your end game for sure, but
no Life Orb, no boost. That Make It Rain does not deal a lot of damage here.
It doesn't. Another high horsepower, though, will follow it up.
Not
and
enough.
Incineroar is able to hang on still.
How many has that been? 4 high horsepowers into that Incineroar, and it still survives. Woodhammer picks up the KO onto the Golden Go. Now Incineroar has an opportunity to fight back against the Rillaboom. Another knockoff, just enough damage to knock that Pokemon out. And now, finally, Incineroar comes in with Fake Out pressure, with the Intimidate, and alongside the Ursaluna.
This could be the board state that Alex was hoping for, in the sense that you have the Fake Out to stop the Rillaboom, you have the Ursaluna with Blood Moon available to it, you can very easily target it down with this 2-hit, and then the Incineroar with 13 health left.
Yeah, this is full health Incineroar.
This is full health Incineroar. It is ready to go, and I think it's been waiting for its opportunity to take the field.
Yeah, there's the Fake Out connecting onto Rillaboom, so no high horsepowers coming out. Earth Power from Ursaluna locks up Incineroar, and yeah, that full health Incineroar is happy to take a Flare Blitz for this into this Rillaboom and lock up a regional championship here.
Playing a little bit of a tag team game there, just letting the teammates, you know, hey, you can handle this for a bit longer. I'll wait a couple of turns. But again, shows the confidence in the team. And I think that waiting to rely on Blood Moon and waiting until you know you are going to land those KOs is so critical. Now, Rillaboom does have a speed advantage here, and it does know high horsepower, but you've been intimidated. It can have a miss. It's going to be a very uphill battle, and with that forfeit, Alex Arand is our new Milwaukee Regional Champion.